Oh.
Both your necks.
Oh.
Both of them.
Actually,
Actually, you do.
how should I explain this quite? You lift too much with your back, Jackie. So the pain makes you. It kind of you hear a crack in your back
Ah.
as you're like but it's not enough to kind of to permanently damage you. But it gets so much adrenaline from the pain that you're stronger than Hagen and lift it too much above yourself. You basically push it up through pure adrenaline above your shoulders at this point. Like you're not really sure what's going on.
Like Aaron, like claps, like golf claps, like wow, that was impressive.
What are you doing? And like the things almost start falling out of the car, like the beautiful vases and pottery. What do you guys do? You have Yaki kind of pushed it up all over, and then she's kind of her arm are shaking. She kind of.
Use my pad to stop
Jackie, you
things
okay?
falling out.
And it's a problem. Sorry. What do you guys do?
Well, Hoggy's just gonna look like, Jackie, are you okay? Yeah?
She doesn't say anything. She just maintains this cart.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of painful.
Yeah. Someone's ought to push this thing, otherwise this is not do anything.
I mean, I can try.
I'll get to it.
What do I need to roll?
A strength check.
Yeah, just to
Oh,
push it out of
goody.
the way. Don't forget, there's also an old anemic man that could help you.
Yeah, he has rolled as well. Yeah, but with your command, you managed to get it out of the way. It's not the the prettiest way, but you do get it out of the way on the inside of the palisade wall at the side. And eventually, Yaki is released from her in torment that is adrenaline rush due to pain.
That is them sick gains.
I have done all the work I intend to do today. I'm gonna go get my goddamn bath. And she needs to go soak these torn up back muscles.
Yeah, it's quite sore. I mean, you basically overstrained yourself.
Yeah, let's go get this fucking bath.
And the food, and the sleep, and the gun.
I don't care what everyone else is doing. I don't care if I'm the only person in the inn. I'm gonna go soak in this fucking tub.
Go in.
You'll leave. The father kind of says, "Thanks. I'll give you a discount."
I ain't needed on my part. Just happy to help. And then Hagen just goes and collect his beer.
Yeah, so kind of the blockage to and in and out of the town is now not blocked anymore, but it's still like a chaotic scenario, and more people are calling out each other and such.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do? Gear is Yaki's moving back to the inn.
Hagen is moving back to the inn to collect his beer before it is overtaken by the bathers. Oh shit, Morgan is still bathing.
Yeah.
He just stayed there.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah, I like.
I mean, he is a cleric of the goddess of joy, so
Are the two tubs like next to each other?
yeah, they're pretty close, like a couple
Then I'm
feet.
gonna take like a towel or something and just throw it over his head.
Over his stupid.
I assume he's
face.
sleep. I assume he just passed out.
Yeah, I mean, he's just
There was
chill.
18 empty tankards by his side.
Yeah,
But
it's
still
just
a little off-putting. We're gonna cover that up.
yeah, he's just snoring basically in the water. Kind of just laid back. Maybe he was. Yep.
Fucking Rena.
Oh, what do Salt and Kral do, or the characters more specifically?
I might actually. Well, I'm not like sinking into a deep, pain-filled depression like the other people. So I'm gonna hang around. I want to try and figure out what the fuck is going on here.
Yeah.
Look,
Aaron's gonna like whisper to Fi. It's like, I'm gonna go check on our wagon, and she's gonna like run, and she's gonna jog off.
Yeah, Aaron cares more about their stuff. If he's gonna take a look at everyone else's. How bad are these brakes? Like, would mending work like Jackie suggested?
I mean, just for the pure connection back to the carts, yeah, but the problem is that the wheels are rotten. Like, it looks like some long-term water rot or rotting due to dampness.
Well, that seems almost impossible.
Unless they were really goddamn high on Dankush.
Yes. I mean,
Well, it hasn't really rained lately, and we aren't that close to the river.
so yeah, they look. I mean, it looks like even on the like really more expensive ones. For example, the guy who had the pots and various form of fine cross like that. Yeah, you know that guy has a fine, expensive, robust looking cart. It's not the biggest, but it's a fucking well-made cart that's supposed to be able to take rough and tough weather for longer than the probably guy who bought it.
Gotta love
but
just gotta.
But he's affected just as everybody else. Even his methally enforced wheels aren't impregnable to wood rot that destroys kind of the wheel, makes it into mush.
So you think it's magic?
I was about to say the same fucking thing. Such a faggot.
Well, would it be possible to ask Old Man Jenkins if he saw anyone around his cart recently?
We're gonna be unmasking him at the end of this episode, just so you know.
Of course.
He's the one going around breaking everyone's wheels. It's him.
Yeah, I would get away if it was for those medley adventurers.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not really. I've been at the cart for most of my time. I mean, I don't really leave my goods. I mean, I trust the other merchants around, but I don't really trust the locals, nor these so-called mercenaries. I mean, I don't like to brag, but my goods are pretty high value for some of these people here, so I cannot. The only time I leave it is for when I sleep, and I go up early and look over it. I have to be ready to go anytime.
So is it just the wagons that were trying to leave town that are fucked up?
Yep.
Well, that's troubling.
What you can see, at least.
Well, I can't fix wood rot, so I'm gonna go check on Aaron.
Yep.
Actually, before I leave, like, can I look around and see like if there were any traps that caused this?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
All the wagons have a fucking
Wow.
bear trap
Oh,
clamped onto the wheel.
Oh.
Just, I don't know.
It's just too chaotic. Like, it's too hard to see him. Basically, it's just you think that maybe something has happened, but you never heard of wood rot happening in like one day. Some of these merchants you've never seen before, and just arrived like yesterday. So, and you do remember that they looked, especially like that pot merchant had a nice looking cart, so not a wood rotten cart, if that makes any sense.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, like that was just like something I would do, like real quick before leaving, and then I would go to check on the cart.
Okay. You find your two carts or V carts, and from your quick passive perception, you can see it looks fine. It doesn't seem to be rotting necessarily.
Okay. Like nothing like really like seems to stand out. It was just the wagons at the gate, basically.
Well, they're scattered around, but most of them were at the gate. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'll like kind of breathe a sigh of relief for a moment. Like, okay, well, at least that's fine. But for a while, it seems like we can't leave, and I'll go look around and find Now let's see. Jackie went back. Did Haugen and Rima stay, or are they back at the inn as well?
Hagen is also back at the inn.
Rima's probably milling about Indian, so he might. I might actually be very curious about what's going on with the other two strangers. So he might be coming out and just looking for them, just like, hey, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Perception check to
Well,
find them, I guess.
Yep, you can
Unless they
make.
find me first.
To be honest, they would probably find you first if they're leaving.
Fair play.
But I'll just say, as you're all three kind of join each other, you notice that a merchant is out screaming again, trying to calm everybody down.
Yeah.
Full gaff.
Incoherent screaming.
He said, "Calm down, everybody. We can sort this out. If you needed an emergency supplies, I got them."
Oh, that's not fucking fishy.
Still
Welcome
punch
to
him in
the
the
commercial.
What?
Sorry, I didn't hear Maki. My bad.
Yeah.
That's nothing. I was being silly.
So he's attempted to calm them down. It's not really working, but he's being loud-mouthed as normal. Some people do come up to him though and start talking to him. It's not that loud-mouthed as you couldn't hear, but it was basically trying to gel everybody's attention and what it seemed to be some bad attempts to calm them down.
Do we know who this merchant is specifically?
Well, it's Volgaf. He's owner of, his own named store, Volgaf's Caravan Supplies. He has some markup on all his prices.
The
Oh,
one
that
Jackie
fucker.
lied to.
Motherfucker.
Shit.
And he can fix you good carts and stuff, but it takes time with the locals he hires.
Does he? Is he selling wheels that are somehow magically not, rotten?
That you don't know at the moment.
Let's go check out his wares, shall we?
Yeah. Does Aaron see this as well? That he's like selling his, oh yeah, well mine, like.
well, I mean, Kessler and Dolor has told you to be wary of him before, to both of you too. But he's trying to sell basically anything from emergency rations to wheels to repair kits to just general supplies. He's trying to basically sell everything he has.
He's just being an opportunist. I don't think there's anything nefarious there.
I mean,
So they get-
the thing that he seems to be selling the most is like rations for people who think they have to stay longer than they plan.
An opportunist in a very opportune moment, eh?
When you come from where I come from, there's people with such high opportunities like this. It usually isn't coincidence.
I don't know. Given everything else going on, I would suspect more of, other people around here.
I'm kind of suspicious of, the marks a little bit. Because they